A little chill in the air here, fellas. But as you can see, it is still beautiful out. A little chilly. It's Friday. It's Miller time. Let's go. So yeah, we're gonna go over Tuesday. That's distracting. We're gonna go over Tuesday, and guys, if this doesn't work out, it's all over. Um, let's take a look at this overnight. I think I was just on replay a second ago. I had to reload this. I think we break. This is yesterday's high from Monday because we're looking at Tuesday. Did I say that already? I don't know. Here's the overnight low. Um, I think we break through yesterday's high in the overnight session. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. That is 845. So nice push up there. So this area, this area I'm interested in. This area I'm kind of interested in. For longs, yesterday, so the overnight didn't really push above yesterday, but it did kind of build a base around POC from Friday. Um, Bouncing off of there, that's kind of right where our overnight low is that we're looking at. Yeah, and there we go. That's the overnight high. Technically, 9 o'clock a.m. So let's see if we can keep this thing going up. This is like not, the bullish momentum between volume profiles. I mean, I guess these were overlapping a little bit, so that's still moving up. This did, let's see if volume builds above value, above overnight value. If we want to come back in here and or not, you know, keep building up or not, keep building down. Get stuck down at PSC. Let's see what happens. 914. Yeah, I can't remember if I talked about this a couple videos ago. There's POC moving up. I think I'm robbing myself with the lack of statistics that I'm tracking. Um, Part of the reason I'm not is probably just the friction. I'm just lazy to do it manually. So I really um, starting an eval is not a good, like, needing to track yourself is not a good reason to do an eval. But it would track, you know. It's like I can put 50-ish bucks in a Ninja Trader account and start. I kind of want to take this. Um, yeah, I kind of want to take this. We're building volume up here. This isn't a crazy stop, so let's try this out because I think we just might be seeing a little bit of bullishness. Let's see if we can get back up to the high, or at least previous day high is right here, right at our take profit. Um, or I could spend like a little more than 50. Obviously, you don't get the 50 back, and yeah, that sucks. But okay, a little eager. I think that wasn't a great signal. Oh, and there it goes. Uh, and that's the IB, high and low. Still doing yesterday's. Great. Yeah. Let's see if this gets momentum one way or another. because now it's looking rangy. I was hoping that would break long, but it did not. Here's our point of, oh yeah, duh. It's because it wasn't 10:30 yet. Here's our first 1 hour, I think. Yep, 1 hour demand zone that I was interested in at VWAP. Still gonna wait for a good signal before I jump in long. But maybe we put in the low for the RTH. Nope. Okay. So it didn't like that first zone did nothing. So I am now a little bit bearish here. Yeah, all the kind of sidewaysness yesterday. Um, I have to admit, like I'm on Twitter and I see stuff and like I just I just joined Twitter just to follow some of those order flow guys. So like pretty much the only content I see is just trading on my For You, and then Reddit, which also is a lot of trading stuff. So oh my god, yep. So I guess it's probably not a good idea to look at those when I haven't caught up on my back testing for the week or forward testing, whatever. But I think those have said those have been saying there's been a bull market this week. Um, and you know that yesterday was a weird day, and this is starting out very bearish. So um, at this point, yeah. So again, kind of have a bias, unfortunately. Um, at this point, we, we haven't really touched the zone actually since yesterday. So this could be a place to go long. Maybe at least up until here if I see a good reason to go long. But right now I don't know how this is gonna hold up, baby. It's not punching out of here too too excitedly. There we go, hitting the bottom of that. Why? Yeah. Hang on. It's nice to see a short sometimes when we break a key level. This is pretty low. This is -2 on the standard deviations. When I say stuff is like low and high, I used to say it just kind of feeling it. And it was true, like it was high or low, like longing at the highs, that sort of thing. But the standard deviation bands you can actually see like, yeah, -2 standard deviations is very low. Oh, this is also a key area that was kind of based on volume and lack thereof. So let's kind of inclined to go short. This is a big stop. Um, so let's see if we break below this. Let's just try. Ta-da! That was a nice little short. I think that would have been lower risk because I took a little scalp earlier, but it turned out to be pretty nice. Let's see if this kind of turns into a base for longs or not. If we keep pushing down, because this is also looking very bearish. You could have, you actually could have even gone short again right here, and I think that would have taken a 1-to-1 would have worked for you. Yeah, for sure. But now you're stopped. Okay. I was about to draw that zone and just it just broke through it. So spared me the spare me the effort, buddy. Thank you. Okay. I feel like this could pop along a little bit. We're getting away from that um, -2 zone. I don't like these signals though. Let's look at. I haven't looked at the volume profile today much since we started. Just more distributed. Big, huge spike. Not even like a Gaussian distribution, just a spike. And just a bunch of volume pockets, lower and lower and lower. This one's pretty um, sticking out. This is the highest node since the POC node. So could this be the reversal back up? Could this be, or could this be more shorts? We're in the afternoon. I got a nice W. I'm not too eager to jump in right now. It was really nothing, not a whole lot going on right here. Okay. Not quite at the daily low yet down here. But we have this aggressive move. Um, Still not crazy about shorting that. I don't know. That's just kind of a lip right here, a shelf that it's not going up into. So I just don't like the action right now. Now I do. No, I don't. Yeah, really just not good. Just slowly takes you out if you got in there short. This is also more of that friggin' we're at the close now. This is more of that caterpillar stuff we saw yesterday. It was just like just look at all the wicks in here. You know, it's got a little bit of directional movement, but I really wouldn't call this all like I wouldn't call this like long movement. That's really just a range with a lot of wicks in it. Wiki. So kind of another caterpillar day, but not, we got a couple of decent moves in here. I guess the POC's down here. You know, mm, once again, I'm working on like my macro stuff, but not even like macro stuff. I guess just like higher time frame and volume analysis. It's in such a crazy uptrend that it's like we're gonna have to decide if we want to go short long term. Um, Maybe it's not going to happen super fast, but a little bit of a just looking at the volume profile. Let's finish this day off, and then we can look at that. Just thinking out loud. I think it's going to happen. People go too fast on this street, bro. This is a family neighborhood. Yeah. It's interesting that we're kind of bouncing out of that that marked up zone. And that was from, yeah, you can see it. Um, September. Just came up to here, huge range with a bunch of volume. When it came up to that again, that's where the POC hit. It broke out, it bounced out of that area. Uh, it broke through that area and then moved up again. So that this is kind of um, bullish looking actually because of I wish it was easier to just like hide and unhide all of the drawings. Help me out if you know how. Because this gray area, this gray box, we know significant because of all this volume that was then confirmed when like this became another point of control, moved up, it came back down, bounced up. The bounce kind of broke the first move out of it, came down again, broke through it, but it didn't stay down there for long at all, and then moved even higher than the last time we bounced out of it. Um, and we still pushed the new high. We didn't stay up there. There was no volume distributed up here. Humongoid drop right here, obviously, which is this the all-time high for a while? Let's see, maybe it could be. And then we're coming back down to here, wicking at that area right here. But I don't know, dude. Are we gonna move back up here, or are we just gonna keep going down? Because look at not just the Can I even like hide the candles? Not just the um. Yes, I can. So not just the price action, but looking at the volume profile by itself. Profiles move up, kind of stalled, moved up again. We know we had some moves high, which is where we got this. We got some long moves, but then came down here, and now look where the POC is, all the way back down here. It moved up. Why didn't we move? Why didn't we have a POC up here? How come? Yeah, so that's interesting. That's kind of looking bearish volume wise. Let's see if they break through this on Wednesday. That's what I'll be interested to see, especially overnight. All right, that's enough yapping, dude. Enjoy your weekend.